Hey guys, in history this week we're talking about the Act of Supremacy, which was under King Henry VIII. This is such an interesting time in history, so I really hope you guys will pay attention this week in history. Again, history is not required, it is optional. We're not taking grades in history, but this is such an interesting and really important time in history, so I hope you guys are paying attention, especially this week. King Henry VIII was not a nice person, and but the things that he did are very famous, very well known, and very important also in history. So let's go ahead and read about that, okay? The date is 1534. The secularization of the papacy during the Renaissance had caused the English people to lose respect for the spiritual authority of the Pope. So this secularization means becoming more and more like the world. So the people did not really respect the Pope anymore. The people in England didn't really respect the Pope anymore. The English also disliked sending money to Rome. Therefore, England was open to a break with the Catholic Church, and a divorce would be the cause, a literal divorce. They were on the brink. They were done. They didn't want to be involved in the Catholic Church anymore, and the timing for that break was right there for what was about to happen. King Henry VIII claimed to be troubled by doubts about his marriage to Catherine of Aragon. He was troubled that she had not produced a male heir to take the throne. The Pope refused to grant him a divorce. Obviously, divorce is looked down upon. The king wanted a divorce. The Pope wouldn't let him have it. He would not grant it to him. So, in 1534, Henry persuaded Parliament to declare that the king justly and rightfully is and ought to be the supreme head of the Church of England. So he convinced the government of England to declare that he was the head. He was over the whole church, meaning he had more power over the church in England than the Pope did. This meant that the king replaced the Pope as the governmental head of the church, and that archbishops of Canterbury and York were the highest spiritual authorities. Under Archbishop Cranmer, many Protestant elements were introduced. After Henry's death, there was a Catholic reaction under his daughter Mary. In 1558, his second daughter Elizabeth succeeded and reigned until 1603. The Elizabethan settlement made England definitively Protestant and gave the Anglican Church much of its character. So under King Henry, there was basically a break with the Catholic Church. And the whole cause of it was that King Henry wanted to divorce his wife Catherine because she was unable to give him a son, an heir to his throne in a son, which that has nothing to do with her. She has no control over that. And if you study some more this week and continue the activities that I have for you, you'll learn more and more about King Henry and the many wives he had and how he treated them pretty poorly for the most part. But if you want to hear about those, you'll have to tune in next time. I'll have a reading from a couple of our resources and some other activities for you guys to do. So this is a really, really interesting time in history. So I hope you will do your best to do these assignments in history, okay?